Cause I'm an island boy, and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'm a just island
What's
boy.
up, YouTube? Today we're going to do the final part of the Island Boy 3-part thing that we're doing for the Soft White Underbelly. So this next part is going to be what people misunderstand about him, how their life has changed with social media, and what could happen if they lose it. Let's get right into the video.
Misunderstand about you?
That I'm a good guy, and they have me misunderstood. They just I'm just a normal guy, and I'm just trying to make it. You know, I want to be a hard worker, but it's really hard to be a hard worker. And
he's a normal guy. He's just trying to make it. You know, I'm an island boy, just trying to make it, and he's saying all this crap, and then he's saying he wants to be a hard worker, but hard work is too hard. This guy has no brain.
in this day and age, for me, because it's like that a lot of people think wrong about me. You know, they always tell me, "Oh, you're not you're not a good dad." I'm trying. You know, I've went through a lot of trauma, and I'm trying to fix it.
Trauma in your childhood?
My childhood.
Give an example of what kind of trauma are you talking about?
Well, I come from an alcoholic background. My grandma was an alcoholic. I would see, my mom. I would see my uncle that he had passed away recently beat up on his own mom, which is my grandma, and I deal with that. Cops every day in my house. It was, my family had a addicted personality.
So you're trying to take care of your kid. You're trying to make your kid have a good life. Now you're talking about the cops are at your house all the time. You have an alcoholic background in your family. So addiction runs high in this kid's family. He is not trying to do any of this stuff. He's trying to get clout online, doing all the wrong stuff. He does not care about his children or his child. I don't know what this loser has, but he is not in it for his kids.
Dude, so it was bound to set for me to be an addict. It's like people, places, things, or inheritance, stuff like that. So
How did you get clean?
So I went through the steps, 12 steps, and then I did NA meetings, and then I would take the medications that they would make me take. Yeah, but relapse is part of recovery. So I would relapse here and there, but.
Okay, relapse is a part of the recovery, but I don't think this guy has ever recovered from anything. He is not clean. He is living some fake delusional lifestyle where he thinks that he's famous and got all these people around him that are not in it to help him.
I noticed that when I would take the drugs now compared to how I would take the drugs back then, I'd party back then. Now I'd be like, I'm getting in bed. I'm gonna fucking just hide from the world. And I would be ashamed of myself.
What are you most ashamed of in your life?
Ashamed that I'm if I take this tomorrow or I do this again, the same routine tomorrow, is I didn't do anything beneficial today. I didn't do anything great
just
today.
Like self-destructing and being lazy.
I'm self-destructing and I'm just isolating.
Mm-hmm. What are you proudest of?
Proudest of what?
In your life?
My kids.
Your kids?
Yeah. My children, yeah. They're happy, so that makes me happy.
What do you want people to take seriously about you?
The thing is, he has these kids that are happy right now. When they're older, they're going to see their dad and be like, oh my God, embarrassment to have him as a father. They're going to see all your old stuff from the internet. And that's why posting everything about yourself like this on the internet is not good. Your kids, the internet, nothing is deleted ever.
I mean, I don't want people to take anything about me at all, but I want people to see from what I'm a living testimony. I've been in jail. I've had to fight a lot. I've always had to prove myself. I've always had to show the final result. I get profiled just like a black person.
Just watching this guy say he had to fight a lot after we seen that little boxing match he had, that is a straight lie. This boy cannot fight. It's not the same one that had the boxing match, but he has the same genetics. He's not different.
Just the other day, I had to fight a cop, to get up off my ass, just because there was a false call, and I was streaming. He wouldn't get off me, but he didn't go after the other people. He came after me.
You look like trouble.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if I look like trouble. Stop touching me. Yeah, he had a hard time getting me down on the ground. He had to call for backup.
I doubt that. This dude, I could put him on the ground with one pinky.
So, I had a fight at a young age, and I'll tell you what, I was always scared of fighting until I started getting to the juvenile delinquent system, and when I went up the road, there's a thing called TOH, the test of heart. And when I tested my heart, and I realized that, hey, shit,
called a heart check.
Just throw punches and just get up out of there. Punches don't mean nothing. But I'll tell you what, there's been one guy that I've gotten into a fight with, and he hit me like a freight train. Yeah, it was an OG.
I was going to say it wasn't the little person, but that was his brother. Plus, it's probably more than one guy that's hit you.
Yeah, blood. But he got me good.
You're not the biggest guy in the world.
Now, what he's talking about is it was some big dude that hit him hard. How'd he hit him hard? I don't think he punched him.
I'm not the biggest guy in the world, and he was pretty big. He was pretty big, but I fought big guys before too. But he wasn't even muscular. He was fat.
That just means he hits harder.
I'm just letting you know. I fought muscular guys. That just goes to show you. A lot of people think muscular guys are the ones that fight. This guy was a chubby guy.
Chubby guys can.
Yeah. He got me good, man, and he could run like he was a skinny guy. Yeah.
If social media just disappeared tomorrow, who would you be?
That'd be hard. I actually thought about this the other day. What the fuck would I be? I would have to figure out how to go back in the age and start passing CDs.
Do you wish that you grew up in a time where there was no social media?
It sounds like cool. It sounds pretty cool.
If it wasn't for social media, no one would know these guys. They would have no job. They would be bums on the street because they have a highly addictive personality. And if you're a person hiring for a job, would you hire someone that came in like this? I doubt it. They would have no work. Yeah, they would be screwed.
Yeah. I mean, especially with my image alone, back in the day, I feel like I'd be big. I stopped music for a while, for like 4 years, because I didn't know the music industry was so weird. I didn't know it was like that. So, but a lot of copywriting, a lot of illegal issues, I had to deal with a lot of that. So, but now that I know of it, and also my craft got better in music. So, but yeah.
Their music is trash. People only hire them to sing their one little song because it blew up on TikTok, and they hire him to make fun of them. They're a meme. That's all they are.
Yeah, I would probably still do. I'd probably get into music and maybe not be so much of an internet personality.
What would you do differently if you could return to the day that you went viral?
Maybe use my head, not my dick. Just stay away from snakes,
What would you do for a living if you weren't famous?
If I wasn't famous, I've only had one job. I worked at a vape shop, but
fame is different from infamy. They're not famous. They're jokes of the internet.
I would love to be a realtor. Because I love houses. I like looking at new houses. A realtor. I'm definitely
gonna buy a house from this fucking clown. Jeez.
Good at defending things, so probably a lawyer.
Oh my God. I'm your lawyer, Flyysoulja. Let's go over your case.
So you and your twin brother, how are you guys different, even though you're twins? You're identical twins?
We're fraternal. We look alike though. He's crazy.
He's got a drug problem as well?
He's stabilized right now, but he dip and dabs in it. But he had a big drug problem where I had there's a thing called Marshman Act in Florida, where it's kind of like Baker Act, like in the psych ward, like a 5150. So something like where the two family members have to advocate, and they have to go to court and sign a letter and say, why is this person in danger in substance abuse? And six cops will go to the house, snatch him up, take him to a rehab. I had to do that because
If he had to go through 5150, he's probably going through a psychosis induced by the drugs. I have family members that have experienced that, and it's not cool. It's nothing you should brag about.
And the same thing had to happen to me too. It's not good. They take all the rights from you, and if you leave the rehab, you go to jail for 6 months. Yeah.
And you guys are Cuban?
We're Cuban, full Cuban.
Both sides?
Both sides.
When did your family come to the U.S.?
So my dad, I'm not sure. I think he was a little bit older. My mom, she came when she was only 2 years old. Yep.
In your childhood, your young childhood, there was no crazy abuse or anything like that you went through?
From what I know of, no, but I saw a lot of physical abuse. My uncle did physically abuse us, my brother and I, yes. He was on steroids. He was huge as fuck. He was 6'2".
He would just fuck, he said.
I mean, he was an MMA fighter. He would kick us in our legs. He would choke us. He would make us do push-up positions for 2 hours. If we didn't do it, then he would slap the fuck out of us, punch us. He was into beer.
I'm not condoning abusive things towards children, but I can't believe this guy, what he says. He doesn't have like a concerned look on his face when he's talking, so... But if they were abused, that's sad.
I didn't know this until I got older, until he died. Apparently he did meth. He did every type of drug that, from what I know. I didn't know that. I remember at the age of 13, 14, he made me go rob a plug for Percocets. Me not even knowing what's going on. And I ended up taking one of the Percocets that I gave to him that he didn't know. I took one Percocet, and I took one around 13 or 14, something like that. And it felt great.
Wasn't he saying that around 13 or 14, he was in the youth authority for jail or whatever they call it in Miami?
What's your idea of success?
My idea of success
you've seen a lot. You've seen financial success.
Yeah, it's not all about money, but it's definitely, it has to do with fortune and wealth. I would say it would have to do with more like, you know, a stable foundation, 1, 2, family, 3, you know,
Family's
having faith
important.
in something, like you're higher up, which is, you know, and obviously transportation, all that. With success, I would say more like you don't need someone or anybody. You got yourself, and you know you're healthy. You're you know, you got money in the bank. You got your family that loves you. You're married. You have kids. I would say a success, and you have your fortune along lines where you could pass down inheritance to your kids.
It's nice to see that you're a regular human being.
Thank you.
Because a lot of people
that.
just had this image of you as just being some kind of crazy internet freak.
I don't know.
He is an internet freak. He's not no regular human. He's more of like an E.T. Island guy, E.T. figure. Some in my comments posted that. I thought it was hilarious. I had to say it.
Why? Well, I know why, but
do you have insecurities and fears like all of us do?
yeah.
What do you think? What kind of things are you afraid of?
Become a loser, become a bum, to become if everything fails.
Yeah.
Failure. I still can't take failure. I don't know how to take that.
Was that your goal, to just become successful?
My goal was to become.
You got into the internet and all that.
That was it. You know, break generational curses. No one in my family was ever a millionaire, ever.
What's your biggest regret?
My biggest regret was, even though I have children, was messing around with the wrong and lust. Yeah, for sure. I wish I would have just steady focused on me instead.
Should have been kissing your brother. And another regret should have been not paying your taxes. And I think he said that was his biggest downfall in the last video I did.
Relationships that were, look at me now, I'm by myself. What the fuck that I had to do with these fucking women?
If you could go back to that time when you were riding that wave, how would you have changed? How would you have handled some of those relationships and
I would have
opportunities?
told them, fuck off. Fuck off. I would have said, hey, listen, I'm gonna keep living my life. Cause I was fine. You know, when I was in that wave, I had my own shit going on, but I had such a good heart. I just wanna help you out because you have demons that you're fighting. You have such a bad life, and I wanna give you everything I got. For what? And that's what I learned. It's like, and then I ended up having a baby with you because what? Cause you're vagina?
So he's talking about how he loves this child and stuff, and he would have told the baby mama to F off, but then you would not have the child that you love so much. You should not regret stuff in your past, no matter what it is, because it's in your past. Now you make something good of it. But this guy has a pretty shaky past. I don't know. Hey, and to the creator or the person on my comment section, I got my mic mounted up. Thanks for the advice.
It's crazy.
What are you hoping is going to happen in your life now? Where would you like to be in 5 years?
Like you said, like when you asked me about what success, you know, from what I've learned, have the wrong people stay away from me and the right people be around me and live a normal, healthy life.
And pull away from the social media presence and all that? If I could, I would love to, you know, somehow start a business or get into real estate, stuff like that. Invest in the right things, and you know, I always had a passion in social media. So if I want to log in and log out, but not, you know, all day just letting that drain me. Fuck no. I would like to get in the gym, learn some hobbies.
That is not a definition of success. Success is doing good in life with what you plan on doing. You make a plan and you proceed to do it. He's talking about bettering himself, getting in the gym, changing his habits. That's a good thing too. That's self-improvement. But I know what he's getting at.
You know,
Fly, let me ask you one last question. What would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
So all this stuff this guy says is complete nonsense. He talks about how he wants to take care of his kids, but then he flips it and says he regrets having kids. And well, he don't say he regrets having kids. He regrets getting with the women he got with. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.